Hi everyone, how are you people? I hope you all are doing good. This is Tanya. Welcome to my YouTube channel Compatible Learning. So guys, if you are preparing for any competitive exam like banking, SSC, insurance or any other state government exam, then you can follow and subscribe to this channel. And you can also follow me on Telegram for the useful content and for the online daily quiz. So guys, in this particular video we are going to talk about coded inequality. Coded inequality is a new format of inequality questions that have been asked in the previous year examination. So it's a very important topic. You can easily fetch 5 marks if you will get these type of questions in your exam. Fine. So let us begin with the video now. Yeah. So firstly, let's learn what is coded inequality. Coded inequality is a certain group of two entities such as A and B. Such as A and B, it is a group of certain two entities that shows with the symbol such as in the first statement it's dollar, in the second it is at the rate, in the third it is percentage, and then it is and then hashtag. So different kind of symbols has been denoted with these two entities, and these particular expression is followed by certain proposition or certain inference such as A is neither greater than nor smaller than. So these particular inferences were followed by these entities. Fine. So this whole concept is called coded inequality. So now let's learn how we are going to deal with the questions of coded inequality. So firstly, what we need to do, we need to decode this particular expression according to this particular proposition or the inference. Fine. So what does it says? It says $B means A is neither greater nor smaller. First of all, let's learn we have 5 type of symbols that we used in inequality, and these are greater than is equal to, smaller than is equal to, and is equal to. Fine. So if it is neither greater nor smaller, it is, so now look here, this is greater and this is greater than is equal to, and this say neither greater, so we cannot pick the greater than greater equals to sign. Then it is smaller than and smaller than is equal to, so we cannot take all these signs, so it means this is equal to. If it is neither greater nor smaller, then it is what? It is equal to. So dollar means is equal to sign, will denote the dollar with is equal to. Fine. Next what it says, A at the rate B means A is neither greater nor is equal to. A is neither greater nor is equal to. Fine. If it is neither greater nor is equal to, so we cannot take these both signs. So what else signs we are left with? These are smaller than and smaller than is equal to, but what it says nor equals to. So here it is smaller than is equal to, so it is with the is equal to sign. So if it is with the is equal to sign, we will not take this particular sign, we will only denote it with the smaller sign. So it is what? It is less than sign. Fine. Next is, this is smaller and this is equal to. I hope this is clear till now. Next it says A% B means A is neither smaller nor is equal to. If it is neither smaller nor is equal to, what are the signs we are left with? We are left with greater than or greater than is equal to. But again it says nor equals to का होना ही नहीं चाहिए साइन, तो कौन सा बच्चा? Greater than. Fine. So this will be greater than. Fine. Now next we are left with A is not smaller than B. What does this say? A and B means, ये sign क्या बोल रहा है? A is not smaller than B. If it is not smaller than B, we have already taken smaller than sign and greater than sign. Fine. So what we need to do, it will be what, अगर smaller than नहीं है फिर ये क्या होगा, greater than is equal to का होगा. Next is a hashtag b means a is not greater than b. If it is not greater than b, it means definitely it will be smaller than, and we have already taken the smaller than sign, then it will be smaller than is equal to. Fine. I hope you have cleared with this. Now we will solve the few questions related to this. We have 5 sets of questions related to this. Let's solve laws. So see, there is number 1 question. First of all, we need to decode all the symbols here. Fine. We have seen that we have already decoded as previous. Dollar means is equal to, at the rate smaller than, percent is what, percent is greater than, and next is and is greater than is equal to, and hashtag is smaller than is equal to. Fine. In this way we need to decode all the symbols. So what we can write here, w and means w is greater than is equal to p. Next is p percent g means p is greater than g. Fine. Next is g at the rate I means g is greater than I. Fine. Next is I hashtag n means it is greater than is equal to n. So in this way we need to decode all the statement. Then we will decode the conclusion here. Number 1 is n greater than w because percent means greater than. Next, second one is n greater than is equal to w because n is hashtag w और hashtag का मतलब है smaller than is equal to. So in the, as we are always solving the inequality question, so in the same way we need to solve these particular questions also after the decoding. Fine. So what we need to see, that n is making the relationship of greater than with w in this particular statement or not. So fine. So what we need to check, n can goes to I, and from I it can move on to g, but after g it is restricted to move further. So in this way it goes wrong. Fine. Next is w is greater than is equal to n. So w can move to p, and from p it can goes to g, but here we do not have the greater than is equal to sign. Fine. So in this way this also goes wrong. So you are looking here very carefully that we have both the conclusions were wrong and elements were also same, and one time n is greater than w and the another time w is greater than n. So in this way it fulfills the either or case whole conditions. First condition also goes fulfilled, that the elements were false. Second condition, elements were also same, and the third condition was is we need all the 3 signs in the non-relational case. So this condition also goes fulfilled. So with that we can say that it is our either or case. Fine. So let's see the second one. We need to solve this particular question also in the same way. Fine. So u at the rate d, at the rate क्या मतलब क्या है, smaller than. So u is smaller than d. Next is d is equals to e because dollar का मतलब है is equal to e. Fine. Next is e at the rate y, and next is y greater than is equal to w. Fine. So first option is u at the rate y means u is smaller than y. Second is w is greater than d. So see what we need to do, we need to check this first conclusion in this particular statement. So what we need to do, we need to move forward from y to u. We are restricted to move after y in this particular expression. We cannot move after y, but if you are looking here, we can move from y to w but we do not have y in this whole expression, so in this way it goes wrong. Fine. Next is w is greater than d. So after w you are restricted to move further, so in this way this also goes wrong. So in this particular statement both the conclusions were wrong, so d is the answer here. Fine. Next is the third statement. We need to solve this particular statement in the same manner. See, z percent n means z is greater than n, and n hashtag k means n is greater than is equal to k, and k $m means k is equals to m, and m at the rate r means m is smaller than r. Fine. So the first conclusion is m $n, it means m is greater than n. Next is m percent n, percent means greater than, so m is greater than n. So what we need to check, we need to check the conclusion in the statement as we are already doing. So if you are looking here, we have the is equal to sign between m and k, but in this particular expression we do not have is equal to sign, so it does not make our condition fulfilled that we always require the is equal to sign between both the entities, which we do not have. So in this way this falls. Next is m is greater than n. We can move on from m to k and from k to n, but we do not have this particular sign minimum one time, so in this way this also goes wrong. Fine. When both the conclusions were wrong, elements were same, m and n, and there, if you are looking the symbols here, we can make the greater than is equal to relationship. Fine. So again it makes your either or case relationship. If you are not clear with either or case, then you can see part 2. You will definitely get the concept there. So the next one is fourth question. See guys, v and d. So and symbol is greater than is equal to d. Next is d percent t. Percent denote greater than, so d is greater than t. Then k and t, sorry $t, and dollar stands for is equal to, k is equal to t, and then k hashtag f means k is smaller than is equal to f. Fine. We have decoded all the symbols. Now we need to decode all the conclusions. It is what? It is v percent f, and percent stand for v greater than f. Next is again percent, it means again it is greater than, v is greater than k. So now look, we need to move from v to f in this particular whole expression. What we can do, we can move from v to d, and from d to t, and from t to k, but after k you have this closing gate, so in this way this goes wrong. Fine. Next is v greater than k. So अभी हमने देखा था कि we can move to D, and from D you can move to T, and from T you can go to K. So in this way it goes true. Fine. So only the second conclusion will be followed here. So next is the fifth question. Let's see how we need to solve this. S $q, dollar stands for is equal to Q. Next is Q at the rate symbol says it is smaller than b. Fine. Next is b and k, and stands for greater than is equal to. Next is k hashtag w, it means k is greater than is equal to w. Fine. So see the symbols. Conclusion, w percent k, percent stands for greater than k, and s at the rate b means s is smaller than b. Fine. So we need to move forward from w to k. We can move from w to k, but we do not have this greater than sign minimum one time. We have smaller than is equal to. So in this way it goes wrong. Next is b greater than s. We need to move forward from b to s. We can go from b to q and from q to s, and minimum one time requirement also goes fulfilled. So in this way second one is the true. Fine, I hope you got it and you are clear with the coded inequality concept. So here is your homework question. You will have to solve this question, and please try to solve this question. If you find any kind of difficulty while solving coded inequality, then I will here to help you. I will definitely explain you if you find any doubt in this particular topic, but try to solve this firstly, and after solving this, please put your answer in the comment section below. Fine. So this is all for today's session. That's all about today. Thank you so much. That's all about today. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and please like, share and subscribe my session.